Welcome back to Toker's Garage. This is the engine that we just pulled out. It is the second engine that I have pulled out of this car already. This one locked up. This came from a junkyard, so it was 50-50 shot whether it was still good. Unfortunately, it wasn't. Had a rod knock, freaking just pinned the gas and sent it to the moon, and she locked up. This engine we got from JDM Charlotte. It is known to be good, 55 to 65,000 miles. Highly doubt that. It's probably more like 80 to 120. Although it doesn't have any leaks that I see, and it looks fairly clean, but they just power wash these things anyways to make them look clean and brand new. I have to rob parts off of the old engine to put on the new engine here. So we are going to start doing that today. And yeah, so I have both engines right here. That way I can cross-reference and be very, very efficient, hopefully. I don't really tend to be very efficient. So I'm going to try and do this pretty quickly. It shouldn't take that long, but who knows? All right, I do believe we gotta take this intake tube off here, off the back. I don't have an engine stand yet. I'm used to not having one really in a shop, and you just do it all off the engine stand. So that's what we're gonna do here. But yes, I do believe we gotta take that, right? Cross-reference this one back here. No, we don't. Okay, so everything's pretty much complete except for alternators on. Need to put that bracket back on, which I believe the bolts are over there on the top of the old box. Okay. Intake tube's gonna come off because we have the new one. This is gonna come off. It isn't cut, is it? Wow. Really hate when they do this. Bro. Honestly. Actually, it's not that bad. I thought it was a lot worse. So there's a harness right here. Right here. I don't know if you guys can see. No. Get you guys a better view. Okay, so there's a harness right here. It connects to the main engine harness, the main ECU, and they just left it plugged in and they snipped it. I thought they cut these wires and I was gonna have to transfer this whole wiring harness over, which really isn't that big of a deal, but I was about to be like, yo, really? Like, I mean, I know y'all get them out of junkyards and you just start cutting stuff, but man, try and keep it intact. I do want to put the new starter on because that doesn't come with a starter, so we will do that. All right, so right now we're trying to get this off. Of course, they all say it's plug and play, but it's not because it's off a CX-7 engine, and that has some sensors and some hoses that aren't on the Mazda, or well, aren't on the Speed 6 that are on the CX-7. So I'm right now just trying to get this coolant hose off for the oil cooler. That goes to the transfer case cooler as well. I believe this whole thing has to come off as well for the water cooling for the turbo. So I'm going to pull that stuff off right now. All right, so they should just be 10 millimeter, which they are. Knock that loose. Got one more bolt hiding behind a hose. But this should be able to come off, and I should be able to grab that. Because look at that. Goodness. That's so black, too. Like, why? This engine was destroyed. And there's the starter. And there's the starter. And I need to find the bolt for the starter. And that has to be it. Okay. Starter's out. I wonder if I have anything small enough to get in there. All right, that hurt. Popped the hose off and got nicked. All right, so we got the oil filter housing off. It was just 4 10 millimeter bolts. Okay, so we got the oil filter housing off. It was just 10 millimeter. It was 4 10 millimeter bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Came off pretty easy. Kind of caught my hand on something, so I got a little boo-boo. But yeah, so next we honestly should separate the trans from the engine. It'd make life a lot easier. So probably gonna do that next. There we go. Jeez. Oh no. Ah. You've got to be kidding me. Broke it. Damn. Damn. Oh, that sucks. And it's in the transmission. You've got to be kidding me. I think my hand hit the forward on the. I think my hand hit the forward button on the impact gun and it snapped the bolt off. Damn it. Well, I really hope that comes out pretty easy. I think I do have a stud extractor, or at least an extraction kit. I should. If not, I'll go buy one. Damn. You gotta take the exhaust housing off here. Oh, train. We heard you. Just 314s. Stop moving. There we go. Downpipe off. Take this gasket out because it is still good. We can reuse this. Hopefully. We'll see. Trying to do this as cheaply as possible. Just gonna pull this coolant hose off of the transfer case housing. Should be good. Yay. More coolant. Because it never ends. Yeah, frick, man. Gonna have to go get another bolt. That should just slide right out, right? Yeah, no more. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ooh. Heavy. Okay. Oh, can I get that out? Maybe. Might have to go buy some reverse drill bits. Oh, no, it's coming out. Yes. Yes. That's the bolt I snapped. Oh. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Thank God. So glad this didn't, like, seize up in there. Oh, come on. Let's see, it's coming out. Let's get the pliers on it. Oops. Get some pliers on it. See it coming out. Thank the Lord. Because that would have sucked. If you couldn't get it out, you got to drill it, tap it, or helicoil it. Definitely not something I wanted to do. Oh, man. So happy. Yep. Snapped right off. Oh. There's a broken bolt. That's the end. Right there. Damn. You know, old me would have just sent it. But new me is going to go get another bolt. All right. So we got one bolt there, and there's like 3 or 4 more. I should put this on the ground. Yep. That's what I'm going to do. Got, you know, gotta psych myself up for this. This is about to suck. Got a hold of it right there. Point that down so it doesn't stab me. Oh, why are you not coming out? Oh no. Come on. Stupid transmission. Just broke it free. It almost fell. I almost didn't get it on camera. So we're gonna try this. I hope my back doesn't blow out. If it does, I swear to God, that's gonna suck. Oh. Man. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. Yes. Oh, this is heavy. And it's awkward. Ah, oh, Jesus. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Why do I always rip the left-handed glove? We're going to zip off this bolt, that bolt. There's a bolt there, and here. So we're going to take these off with the impact because if I use a wrench, the engine just spins. So impact. There's one. 2. 3. 4. 5. And I'm not using gloves because I keep ripping them. And gloves add up. And let me hold this. Okay. I had one. Oh, there it is. So we got 6. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And the clutch is off. It doesn't look too bad. There's a little bit of rust here and some heat spots, but it's not terrible. So that's gonna still be used. This is the clutch. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's some life. I can't feel the rivets. I really should just replace the clutch while I'm in here, but yeah. Flywheel doesn't look too bad. Some smudge on there. Probably get some Scotch-Brite. These 13s too. Yeah, they are. So I gotta swap flywheels too, so. Okay. Those are 12s, not 13s. We'll leave that one for last. Yeah, they are 12s. Okay, good. Always double check, which I didn't do, because I'm an idiot. And last one. Please don't be stripped. Sick. Not stripped. Awesome. Okay. And that's the flywheel. All right. Should move this engine. Blown up engine. Should move it. The way I can work on that one easier. All right. That's got AC. Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta swap power steering. Pumps too, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Thank God I have. Oh, it has no. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. All right. Looking at the old engine. Okay, that one does. Okay, what am I doing? Jesus. Okay. Because I don't think this one has. All right, I need to stop videoing for a second. All right, I'm gonna get some more of these hoses off here. All right. Light. Mind me. All right. So I have that coolant hose. This one needs to come off. Oh, is that just, yeah, heck yeah. Hell yeah. All right, sweet. That one just came right off. So that one goes here. Oh, why is there a housing on that? But there's not on this one. I will never know. Probably make my life more difficult. More like that right here. Okay. I need that hose. Still the connector on that, or the clamp, I mean. There we go. Get that hose clamp back on. All right. Now, what else are we missing? Don't think we're missing anything from there. I gotta figure out this whole situation because that's different than this one. Just because it doesn't have this piece. So do I really need this? I don't know, but it's on the front of the engine, so. All right, so what's really stumping me is that piece right here. So this piece, on this engine, it has it, but on my old one, it doesn't. So I'm gonna leave it on for now. If I don't have a connector for that one, then we're just gonna leave it alone. But I mean, dude, I mean, that sucks, but it's on the side of the engine, so it shouldn't really be too difficult to get to it if I have to take it off and put a new one on. Well, not a new one, but take it off and just not use it. I'll just have to reroute some of those hoses, and then we'll just have to figure it out. So I'm gonna continue tearing this. I'm gonna continue tearing this engine down, get stuff on this one. I gotta pull the flywheel off and mount that transmission and transfer case back up. And yeah, it should just go back in. So I'm gonna get to work. I lost so much time today. I had to get some more bolts because the transmission bolt that I broke yesterday, and I just got like 10 of every bolt. I got some studs as well, just in case the studs for the exhaust housing, I don't have the correct amount of bolts and nuts. So I got studs. I do have some extra bolts for it. And yeah, I'm really hoping this thing gets in here today. I really do. All right, gotta pull this power steering pump off because this one that's going in the engine doesn't have a reservoir. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna reuse that one. We'll just clean it up anyways because all the fluid freaking drained out of it when I pulled the hose off. So we're gonna get that off. I believe they're just 10s. Right. There we go. Really want a cordless ratchet. I'm an IR guy. I like my Ingersoll Rand products. Yeah, I love my Ingersoll Rand products. Let me know. What do you guys like? Are you Ingersoll, Milwaukee, DeWalt, Snap-on, Matco, Mac? What do you guys like for cordless or air power tools? I had a Snap-on and yeah, Snap-on 1/2 inch impact broke in like the first, well, I shouldn't say I broke it. I had a buddy who borrowed it and he broke it pretty quick. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think like the hammer assembly got destroyed. I don't know. So it was out, but I already had the Ingersoll impact, and dude, that air impact was a tank, and it loved some air. That thing, it would literally take off anything, even the infamous Honda crank bolt. It would definitely take that off. I'm going the wrong way again. But yeah, I loved that thing. So they made me a customer for life, that's for sure. All right, let's get this thing off here. I am fully expecting this to be still full of fluid. Or at least have some fluid left in it. All right, sweet. All right, got that one off. All right. Let's get this one off. Now we're going to take this one off. Oh, jeez. Oh, there we go. Sucks because I really want to use, oh, can I take that off? I can. I'm going to swap these because the one on the other one is pretty crusty. So we're going to take this off here. Since we're not using it, although I can reuse this bolt, especially with these washers. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do because this one's pretty clean. The other one is definitely not as clean. So we are gonna take these. God, it's like sealed on there. What the hell? All right. I'll show you the other bolt. I mean, it's not bad, but this one's just dirty. I could clean it, but why when I have this one? Perfectly clean. There's a bee stuck in here. Oh, there we go. Okay. He's fighting for his life right now, trying to get out of here, which I don't understand because I've opened the shop door now, and I have the man door open too, so it really isn't that difficult. Just literally fly towards the light. And you'll be free. Now, yes, I could get a reservoir if I wanted, but I'm not 100% sure if the reservoir would clear the engine, or not the engine, but the hood, which I do still have to go get the hood. But, and yeah, the hood definitely needs to be resprayed. The bumper needs to be resprayed. Take this bolt out, that way we have more room. I don't know. I may or may not. Oh, we're not gonna lose washers. All right, let's take the washers off. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I may or may not swap this sensor out. All right, that's tight. Don't want to go too crazy because they're not very big bolts, so. Tight. Tight. And no, I just did this one, but tight. Okay. All right, we can stick these washers back on here. Put this back in here. Fresh bolt. And voila, back in. All right, next we're gonna take this motor mount off, put it on there, and then we'll do that side, put it on there. Oh no, wait, sorry. We're just gonna take this one off because the other one's on the transmission. Let's make sure it's in reverse this time so we don't snap bolts. Oh, does it not reach? Oh my gosh. Oh, why are you not coming off now? Oh. Oh, I'm a freaking idiot. I am such an idiot. Look what I did. Look what I did. See that? That is supposed to go in here. And I shoved the hex part on the gun. I'm an idiot. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Got it off. Thank God. Make sure I'm not putting this on backwards again. There we go. Wow, that wasn't even on tight. What the hell? Okay, this goes here. That one goes here. Ooh. Actually, I'm gonna leave these loose for now. That way when I put it on, if I need to shimmy it one way or the other, it should shimmy. Okay. Let me get the belt on. I'm gonna get this AC compressor off. It's a nice Jake brake. I used to be a truck driver in a previous life. Went to a local company after being on the road for so long, and it's really all the same, man. But I really just enjoy working on cars a lot more. Don't get me wrong, truck driving, it's very financially rewarding, but you're just away from home way too much. Especially now I got a kid. I missed the first 3 years of his life. So hopefully I can make this work and be in his life more. But got the AC compressor out, so we're gonna stick it on. We're gonna stick it on the other engine there. Okay. AC compressor is now on. Cool. All right, now we can get the belt on. I think what I ended up doing was I ended up putting everything on inside the car minus the power steering pump, and then I got it like 1 or 2 ribs on the lip, and then I just rotated the engine till it fell on here, and I really hope I don't have to do that again. Okay. That is that. Oh, we're slipping. No, okay, we're on. On. I guess the belt stretched over time. It's been, like I said, been a few years. So sweet. All right. Belt routing complete. Oh, shit. Oh. And there we go. We got the oil filter housing off, which, oh geez. If you don't, this is the difference. This is the spin on, and it's leaking on me. But that's the spin on filter, and that's also leaking. This is the canister, yeah, well, no, it's not canister style, cartridge filter, and this is the spin on. All right, so we got the new oil filter housing on. That's the old one. So I believe now all we have to do, as far as I know, is take the flywheel off right there. Flywheel, take those bolts out, and we should be able to just stick her back in the car. I mean, providing we don't have any missing sensors or that weird sensor that's up here somewhere that I literally don't recognize. But yeah, so I'm gonna pull the flywheel off, put the flywheel on from the manual transmission, and we'll get this engine in the car. All right. Let's... Oh, jeez. I keep forgetting this thing is connected. There we go. Lined up. Get a little spacer here. Just gonna run them in all by hand first, and then we'll hit it with the torque wrench. Double check, make sure. Oh, that one's loose. This is why you double check, guys. Okay, that one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Good. Okay. Check this one again. All right. We're torqued on the flywheel. All right, so my dumbass forgot to put the pilot bearing in. I completely forgot to put this in. Because I was looking at the other engine and I'm like, that doesn't look the same. And yeah, forgot to put this in. They're gonna drive this thing in. Now I am gonna do this in a very crude method. We're just gonna take a socket and hammer it in. Little 14 socket, 14 millimeter socket. Going in straight. Are we? No, there's no going back now. All right, that is in. Now you can put the pressure plate and clutch back on. All right, so we're gonna torque these to 22 foot-pounds. I had to, like you saw, put the pilot bearing back in. I also needed to line up the clutch because I don't have a clutch alignment tool. So I just kind of stuck my finger in there, wiggled it around, and we're gonna torque this. Perfect. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, let's get this heavy SOB on this thing. This is gonna suck, but shouldn't be that bad. But it will be. Because what I'll do is I'll blow my back out and then I'll be out for several weeks. Hopefully not. All right, we're gonna go around one more time, double check them all. Let's get this stupid transfer case in here. At least it's not as heavy as the transmission. Ready? Oh! Okay, didn't grab it correctly. Well, now my hand's gonna get caught. Damn. I'm gonna do this. Hiya! Come on. Get in there. Oh, this is so difficult because this thing is just spinning. Oh, got it. Okay. Sort of. There we go. Okay. All right. I got everything on. Thank God. I'm going to clean up a little bit. As you can see, I got a little bit of a mess. So I'm going to clean up first, and then we'll throw the engine in the car, plug everything up, put the new battery in. I have to drain the fuel out of this car. It's like legit. I don't even know. If I'm having to think that hard, I don't know how old this fuel is, but I'm pretty sure it's like over 5 years old. So I need to drain the fuel tank as well. I'm probably gonna jump the fuel pump. That way it just continuously runs, and we'll just drain it out of there like that. And then then I'll have to go get some new fuel, which I'll get some 93, some new fuel, dump that in here, and we'll try and start it. I'm not really gonna drive it today because one, that front bumper right there, that needs to be put back on, also probably repainted, but I probably won't paint it just yet. And all of the shocks and all the suspension components, like, they're all just blown out. Like I showed you guys earlier, this is just destroyed. I need brakes. As you can see, the brakes are extremely rusted. I do have some decent pad life, but might as well just change them and hope that the pistons in the calipers aren't seized up. These tires are like 150 years old. Let's see, what does this say? Yeah, the 22nd month, or the 22nd week of the 13th month. That's how you read these things if you don't know how to read DOT tires. Here, I'll show you real quick. So the way you read these is the first two numbers is always the week of the year. So this was the 22nd week of 2013. The last two numbers are always the year. So these are 2013 wheels or tires. So yeah. This car hasn't been driven in, I don't even know. What's that mathing out to? So 2023 would be 10 years, so 13 years. So it's been 13 years since they've driven this car. I got the car in 2019, and it hasn't run since 2018. Yeah, I got it in 2018 because I bought my house in 2019. So 2018 is when we bought this car for $1,200. That's in there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, right there. That is a pain. But I did get in there with like a little 3-inch extension, just blinded myself. I was able to get in there with a little 3-inch extension, and everything's tight and everything. Well, I was able to get in there with a 3-inch extension, which is fantastic. So we're just gonna try and put this engine in right now. And then, like I said, I still got to drain the fuel and all that stuff. But yeah, so everything's good and tight. And we're just gonna stick this engine. Yeah. So everything seems to be kosher. So let's get this thing in here. It sounds like we're hitting something. Just hitting the wiring harness here. Of course. The main wiring harness, you know, like something we don't need really. Nah. Are we hitting the... No. Okay. Do need to get this hose out of here and this one. There we go. Oh yeah, no, I did find the vacuum booster hose. Okay, so that's okay. That's still looking good. That's still looking good. Let's get these transmission cables up and over. So that's going to be a fight in itself if I don't do that now. One and two. Okay. Got those. Nice. Let's go down a little bit more. I'm telling you this. Once I get a lift in here, that is about the only way this engine's coming back out. Unless we tear it down to the frame and do all the good stuff. Sorry, I had to take a phone call. My kid called me. He's talking about drones and stuff. He's hilarious. But yeah, let's get this engine in here. I think we can get the passenger or the driver's side CV axle in. But oh, not the nuts here, thank God. This is nice. where the magic happens. Don't want to do anything too tight. Still want to be able to move stuff. Oh, come on. Okay, don't blind the people. Jesus. All right. It burns? Yeah. It shouldn't. It might get a little warm. It shouldn't burn.
Mommy, leave?
Yeah, Mommy left. She said she was leaving. Did you want to go home with her? Or do you want to hang out with Daddy? You hang out with me? Was it why? Because I'm cooler than Mommy?
I farted.
You farted? All right, so got the engine in. Thank God that was an extremely big pain in the ass. Sorry, I don't know why my voice is a little hoarse, but so we gotta get that. We gotta get that third motor mount in. I believe it's called the wishbone motor mount, but we just called it the third motor mount. Oh, and the bracket for it. Oh, my eyes. Blinding myself. So, the brackets for it's right here, but it's this piece right here bends every time you take the engine in and out. So pretty much got to bend that back out and get the mount to fit, because right now the mount does not fit. Still gotta push that one out somehow. Oh, I have nothing to push up against. God damn it. Come on. Get out from under here for now. We'll move up top and start connecting stuff. That wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty easy. No, it was actually really, really difficult. So I'm having to swap this part because it is from a CX7. This part does not exist on the Speed 6. This only exists on the CX7 for whatever reason. I feel like this is an older version of, or probably newer, sorry, let me rephrase that, a newer version of this engine, probably some updates or something along those lines, because this connector, I believe, does not go into the other connector up here, which I will try again, but I'm pretty sure, because I've tried several times already. If I can get this connector back off, to plug this connector in, which it doesn't even have the same connector. So that is, see, the connection is different. This one is completely round with the two horns, and I don't have this one off yet, but this one has a, how do I say it? It's got like two flats that come out on either side. This one does not, and it's got a flat that comes out the bottom. So this connector only fits this purge valve, which I'm assuming is correct. So we are going to swap this purge valve with that purge valve and connect it accordingly. And then we're going to also try and get this valve to work with this whole setup. I do have to remove that valve that is on the engine. This one I have to remove, but I'm going to leave that for now. That way I can just remove it easier. Well, if it's a 10, I have a 10 right here. If it's not, then it is a 10. So we will remove it then. So I will show you guys the difference in a second. So as you can see, this one, see how it's got the two flats right here, and then it's got the one on the bottom as well. It didn't work with the connector because this is a Speed 6 harness, not a CX7 harness. So we'll just stick this nut right here for now. Run that all the way down. This has nowhere to go except for possibly right here. And then this plugs into this. It's for the purge. So we'll connect that. That goes there. And that should be it. I could take this bracket off and get the bracket off the other engine, but I just want to make sure this engine runs first. That way, if it doesn't, then I don't waste all the time messing with all the little stuff. So pretty much have everything plugged back in. Just gotta do this right here. And once we get all that plugged in, just gotta plug in the ABS and like a few other miscellaneous things. And I'm sorry if I'm like really tired, but dude, my arm, if anybody knows anything about debilitating tendonitis, it's honestly the worst. Like I can barely grip anything, my hands all messed up. It's the worst. But we're gonna keep moving. And I'm gonna get this thing done. Actually, I should just put the front core support back on, but then I lose all that fluid. Huh. Debating. One sec. Okay. So, everything is connected. I know I didn't show anything, but it just worked out that way. Besides the hood latch release, all the headlights, all the lights, and everything like that, everything is hooked up, which I can just install the hood latch right now. But yeah, everything's hooked up. Okay, so all there is to do is just hook the battery cables up and literally hope we don't start a fire, because I don't have a fire extinguisher, which I probably should have one on hand, but I don't. So we're just gonna hope and pray that nothing catches on fire or the car alarm goes off. So let me grab the key, because if the car alarm goes off, that sucks. This hose right here. So just gonna shoot it straight up. Sure, that works. Key right there where it could potentially fall in between the crash bumper, and I will literally never be able to retrieve it again without cutting it in half. Alrighty. If we can just get this thing cranking. I'm not gonna be able to get it started today, but if we can prove that it's got good compression, I'll feel a ton better. Now, moment of truth. Okay. No fires. There shouldn't be anything in the intake that'll make it turn on. We have lights. We got beeps. Where's my clutch? Oh, clutch is all the way to the floor. Knew that was gonna happen. I'm gonna do something about that. We are going to put a glove on there and zip tie it, because I don't really want a bunch of fuel. Okay. Oh, AC's on. I don't know why it always does that. Turn it off. Mold. My fans are on for some reason. And I have a flashing check engine light for whatever reason. Sick. Gotta love it when the clutch just literally smashes the floor. Okay. So, car works. Fans are stuck on. And wow, that's a lot of fuel. All right, well, that was successful. The fuel that was in the glove also burned pretty well. So I'm gonna chance it, and we're just gonna try and just idle this thing. So I'm gonna drain the oil out of the engine if there's any, replace the fuel filter, and we're just gonna try and fire this thing up, because I'm really interested to see if this thing will actually idle and if it'll idle decent. So I'm also gonna hook my scan tool up, because I don't know what that flashing check engine light was for. So we're gonna go right ahead and just drain oil and put new oil in it and just see what happens. All right, got the scan tool. We're gonna see if this thing will fire up. I really hope it does. Now, it might run like crap, but it should run. Let's see, what do we got for... It's equipped with advanced keyless. Oh, here's this fuel hose. Why did I grab this fuel line? I really need to start checking these cars. Nothing on the restraint control module, nothing on the instrument cluster. Four-wheel drive seems to be working. General electronics modules passed. Remote keyless entries passed. All right, so we have 0 codes. To the floor. We got like half a tank of fuel, which... Let's hope this stuff is halfway decent. Hell yeah! Dude, hell yeah! First start. Oh, hell yeah! This is the first start. The first start in probably close to 7 years this car has been running. Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, like 9 years. It's running like, it's actually running halfway decent. Oh my God. Yes. Hell yeah. All right, so I'm just filling it up with water right now. There is some antifreeze in the expansion tank, so that should mix in and it shouldn't let it freeze because it's supposed to get really cold, I believe, this weekend into Monday probably, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't really pay attention to the weather that much. That's a lie. I totally watch Ryan Hall, y'all. So I know about the weather. So yeah, it is supposed to get cold, but I think it's only supposed to get into the 50s, so we should be fine. All right, so I'm gonna start it up again and we're gonna let it run because it's got water in it now, so it should be okay to run for a minute. Still don't know why those are on full blast. All right. Little hiccup there. She's trying. She's trying. All right, let's... run diagnostics again. I don't want to do that. No. I am having to feather the throttle now. I mean, it is really, really, really terrible gas, but... All right, got the engine running. Heck yeah. As you can see, coolant circulating. I think the thermostat's stuck open, so I'm gonna have to change that. We do have a little bit of an oil leak from somewhere. It's kind of bad, sort of. Yeah, you think? So yeah, I'm so excited. I just this car fought me till the end. It wouldn't want to. It didn't. Sorry, it didn't want to idle. Uh, it was just. It was just being a pain, and yeah, I like I said, I'm just overexcited, over the moon, all that stuff. But if you guys like the video, give it a like. Please subscribe. Leave a comment. I don't care if you hated the video or if you watched it for like 5 seconds. Just leave a comment. But yeah, man, I'm so relieved. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.